So I guess we just chilling while waiting for the match to begin. I guess we came a little too early.
I don't know about you guys. I guess we can just sit around and just hang out and talk about stuff until the administrator calls for a match, because we're still waiting for an enemy team.
Well, we just wander around. This what do you humans do?
Well, Ellen, what we usually do is just mess around, or as what Highgamer says, talk story. Actually, engineer's right on that. Highgamer, mind if we just sit around here and just hang out and talk story about, well, I don't know, PlayStation games?
Actually, Demo, that's a great idea. We're all gamers all of a sudden, so let's talk about our favorite PlayStation games. Scout, what's your favorite PlayStation game?
Oh, my favorite game is Power Up with the Rapper.
Isn't it that rhythm game about a pancake dog rapping to some songs?
Yeah, a bit like Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh no, guys, it's waited for that kid game. Power Up with the Rapper is a good rhythm game with some good songs. My favorite would have to be Chop Chop Master Onion Rap, and I gotta believe.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Most of the game is just rhythm and rap, but Soldier, what's your favorite game?
My favorite PlayStation game is Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal Soldier.
Twisted Metal was one of the greatest things that came to my life. A story of an extreme tournament made by a man named Calypso, the host of a vehicular combat tournament called Twisted Metal. He promises to grant the winner of the tournament anything he or she desires, without any limit of availability or even reality. But what I like about the game is the amount of chaos and carnage you can pull into that game.
Honestly, if you look at Sweet Tooth's story in the game, kind of feels like a frickin' horror movie.
Yes, Sweet Tooth is my favorite character. The story of Marcus Kane turning into Sweet Tooth is something from a damn good horror movie. One day when a tournament like Twisted Metal comes through, I'm so signing up.
I would love to join you, lad. I would like to do some chaos and destruction as well.
Well, do you have a favorite demo, man?
If you ask me, my pick would be the God of War franchise.
Oh, God of War. Love that game, Demo.
God of War is a go-to PlayStation. A Spartan warrior named Kratos, who became the ghost of Sparta because of him tricked into murdering his family by Ares, the God of War. Soon he fought and killed Ares for revenge and became the God of War. Ares was defeated, the Sisters of Faith cannot hold him, and he destroyed Mount Olympus. Kratos was my hero and how I became a hardened swordsman. Every time I'm in battle, I listen to Kratos' theme to slaughter my enemies.
I'd say God of War 3 is my favorite, mostly because of graphic-wise back in the day. And, well, the bosses are more interesting. I think my favorite boss was actually Hercules. It just feels satisfying to watch Kratos beat the ever-living crap out of Hercules. And on that boss fight with Zeus, I remember I used to rage against Zeus, but that is until the moment I get to beat the hell out of him, oh, it was so satisfying.
Yes, the brutality in God of War was amazing. I sometimes enjoy the carnage Kratos commits.
Oh yes, the combat puzzles, soundtrack, and the character development of Kratos from a warrior of Sparta to God of War, to God and Titan killer. Now he's a father and now slaughters Nordic gods.
Aye! After the amount of battles he fought and finally free from his haunted past, Kratos deserves some peace and be a family man. He may not be the same how I grew up with, but he's still a badass and a good father. Heavy, Aaron, what are your favorites?
Yeah, tell us.
Heavy likes Jak and Daxter, and I enjoy Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. I can see why you both would love either game, because these two games are mostly just about friendship, and you two are best friends.
Yes, both are similar because of the main character with a little friend, but me and Aaron don't care. We both enjoy it because of the bond and friendship. These characters have the games are great in their own way with gameplay, story, and design-wise.
Oh, that's cool. Ratchet and Clank is a good game franchise, same with Jak and Daxter. They're both icons from the PlayStation 2 era.
Yeah, although Clank is a robot and Daxter is a weasel creature. Engineer, do you happen to have a favorite game?
Oh yeah, Alan. I love Crash Bandicoot. He was a pioneer in the PlayStation era. It's an enjoyable soundtrack, challenging levels, fun boss fight, and a great Mario Kart-like game.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot, also a really classic PlayStation game. I gotta say though, some of the levels are kinda hard, mostly because of depth perception, to be honest. The game is all about depth perception, which I can probably already tell Demo Man already sucks at Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, I do that, I have to admit. It kinda pisses you off if you had one before, but now I see better with my robot I all installed a long time ago. I like Crash Bandicoot because they used a marsupial from Australia. Bandicoots are adorable creatures.
And some of the bosses are based off of animals from Australia. It's Blue's favorite too.
Yes, Crash Bandicoot became another icon in the gaming industry along with Spyro. Engineer had a good taste in PlayStation games.
And the Wampa fruits look delicious, although it looks like a mango. That's great! My favorite game is LittleBigPlanet. It's funny coming from someone like me, but LittleBigPlanet has a special place in my heart. The cute style of the stuff plush with challenging obstacles and such makes it more entertaining.
LittleBigPlanet is just cute and relaxing. I really love Sackboy. He looks adorable. I could really get a plushie of him anytime, anywhere. I'd really like Sackboy in my life one day.
Oh yes, me too. Sackboy is adorable. I could actually learn how to knit, and maybe I can make a Sackboy for everyone. Although, do you have a favorite sniper? Well, my favorite is The Last of Us.
Oh, The Last of Us. Actually a really good zombie game. Although, can we all agree that Last of Us 2 really sucked when it comes to storytelling-wise and just the overall story in general? I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics and the weaponry is actually pretty cool, but it's just the story, I don't know.
The Last of Us 2 is dead to me. But Last of Us is a very compelling story and narrative. A sad story of a zombie apocalypse with great characters like Joel. Joel was one of the great characters of the game. The stealth mission. Gunfights are amazing.
And the gunfights are a bit intense, especially when you're shooting at zombies. The zombies are horrifying in the game.
Yeah, the bad Joel went downhill in The Last of Us 2. He was killed off in the worst way possible, and there was no way in hell he'd be that stupid.
You're right on that, soldier.
Yeah, and the game is just nothing but SJW politics crap. It's a zombie apocalypse, not the 2016 or 2020 politics crap. Well, my favorite PlayStation game is Sly Cooper.
Let me guess, you only like Sly Cooper because it's French, and not to mention Sly Cooper is as sneaky as you are.
Yeah, Frenchie, what's good about a roadkill thief?
Well, kinda. Not only it takes place in France, but Sly Cooper is like me. A stealthy thief. Back in my old days, I used to be a career criminal thief like Sly. Sly Cooper is the best when it comes to platform stealth video game genres. His crew kinda also remind me of you guys. One's a big idiot and the other is a smart, elegant engineer. Well, Sly Cooper isn't a bad game actually. It does get pretty good if you're good at stealth games like Metal Gear. Well, since we almost have everyone, again, what's your favorite PlayStation game?
Well, if you ask me, guys, my favorite PlayStation franchise would have to be the Uncharted series.
Uncharted. That's a damn good game, Highgamer. Yeah, it was successful. Gave Naughty Dog the idea to create The Last of Us.
Well, why is it your favorite, Highgamer? Isn't it a bit like Tomb Raider?
Let me tell you about this, guys. Uncharted may be a Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones knockoff or ripoff, but if you think about it for a second, Uncharted has a really good storytelling and really good writing, and especially as much as Tomb Raider was the very first original adventurous type of game, I think Uncharted would beat it on storytelling-wise.
Yes, the story and writing of Uncharted is awesome. Action, adventure, a bit of comedy and drama. It also has very interesting and compelling characters. Oh yeah, Sully was my favorite. He's a good father figure-like character for Nathan Drake.
Not to mention, Uncharted has the best action sequences, in my opinion, when it comes to gunfights, chase sequences, or just scenery or stunts. And, well, there are a few gunfights that can be a bit ragey if you don't know what you're doing, but the soundtrack, oh god, the soundtrack just feels godly. Just listening to the Uncharted franchise soundtrack, or just Nate's theme, it makes you feel like on an adventure. I listen to it all the time whenever I'm heading to new places. It feels like I'm on an epic adventure, on an epic quest to the rainforests of the Amazon, or the plains of the savannah in Africa, or the deserts of Arabia.
Yeah, the theme has that epic adventurous tone into it.
God of War may be epic, but Uncharted is more adventurous and exciting.
And the character Nathan Drake became the biggest icon in PlayStation history. Not just that, he had a good story arc and character arc and development in Drake's Deception and A Thief's End. A Thief's End, I say, is the best ending to Nathan Drake's story, as it just shows Nathan Drake from how he used to be. From a kid becoming an adventurer with his brother Sam, to how he, a petty thief, and then suddenly became the greatest adventurer known to man besides Indiana Jones.
Yes, this end was a great end to Nathan's story. Although, what do you think of Lost Legacy?
Although Uncharted New Legacy was alright, I guess. I mean, the graphics and scenery was good in there. I do love Chloe, although it just, for some reason, just feels illegal, just having an Uncharted without Nathan Drake. It's like having an Evil Dead without Ash Williams. It just kind of feels illegal. But all in all, some of you might not agree on my opinion when it comes to certain games or the Mercs, but honestly, that's just how opinions are. We all have our thoughts and we don't discriminate. If you're one of these people that just discriminate others over opinion, you technically have no right to discriminate.
I'm into that, my brother.
Since we talked about PlayStation game and such, you guys think Xbox is better or not really?
Well, listen up here, Heavy. I mean, Xbox has its fair share on games like Halo or something, but I think when it comes to storytelling or story development or character development, I would say PlayStation has some of the best characters in gaming history so far. But all in all, yeah, it was really fun talking about this with you all.
Yes, us having civilized conversations like this is way better than arguing.
And we don't talk about Virgin Demos here. They suck and need to get a life.
Attention. 5 minutes left in the mission. 5 minutes left in the mission.
That looks like our cue, guys. We gotta get ready for battle. Let's head to the respawn and, well, just get ready for battle. And maybe after this, if we win, good news, guys. I've installed PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale on my PlayStation 5. We're definitely gonna be playing that as soon as this battle is done. Who's with me?
Let us commence!